It stood in the town square, gleaming, beckoning. A magnificent mirror, taller than any man. No one knew where it came from. Whispers said magic. Legends whispered of wishes granted, wishes with a price. One by one they came, lured by the promises whispered in the dead of night. The old, yearning for youth. The weary, longing for simpler times. The mirror called to them, promised them a second chance, a single touch. That was all it took. One touch and everything changed. The mirror hummed with energy. It pulsed with every touch, stealing years as easily as a thief steals candy. But the mirror's magic was twisted. The price of youth, a horrifying trade. They didn't get their younger selves back. They were reborn. Infants in aging bodies, memories trapped in minds too young to understand. The first were the elderly, wrinkled hands reaching for the mirror's cold surface. A flash of light, then silence. Their frail bodies now bundles on the cobblestone. Babies wrapped in adult clothes, wailing at the sky. Then came the middle-aged. They watched, horrified as their parents transformed. But the allure of the mirror was too strong. They stepped forward one by one, fear replaced by a strange, childlike hope. They shrunk, their bodies growing smaller, younger, clothes pooling around their ankles. Their voices, high-pitched and confused, echoed in the square. Teenagers were now toddlers, stumbling on unsteady feet. Children became teenagers overnight, forced to grow up too fast. The air filled with the scent of fear and magic, a potent cocktail that clung to the back of their throats. The once vibrant town square had become a nursery rhyme gone wrong. Mothers held their babies, now larger than them, their faces creased with worry. The babies were now teenagers, faces filled with bewilderment. Their roles were reversed. Protector and protected switched in a blink. Fathers, once strong and capable, crawled on the ground. Diapers sagged beneath their shrunken forms. They gurgled, helpless and confused. Their children, now their caretakers, looked on in horror and pity. The very essence of family, of life itself, was twisted, shattered by the mirror's cruel magic. The laughter of children was replaced by the terrified wails of infants trapped in adult bodies. Section 4. Second Childhood. The town square, once a place of joy and community, became a nightmare. The air was thick with the stench of soiled diapers and the sharp tang of fear. Mothers, now younger than their children, cried silently, their tiny hands clutching at their babies' clothes. Fathers, their minds regressing with their bodies, needed to be potty-trained by their own children. The irony was a bitter pill to swallow. Their confused eyes reflected the horrifying truth. They were trapped. Some tried to escape, but their legs were too short, their steps too unsteady. They fell, their cries echoing in the silent night. The mirror watched impassively, its surface reflecting their distorted reflections. Section 5. Trapped. Not everyone changed. A few remained untouched by the mirror's magic. Their faces, frozen in expressions of disbelief and terror, stood out amongst the confused masses. They were the lucky ones and the most unfortunate, forever changed. Their lives irreversibly altered. They were forced to watch as their loved ones regressed, forced to be the adults in a world turned upside down. The horrifying truth dawned on them slowly, creeping into their minds like a chilling fog. They weren't given a second chance. They were condemned to relive their lives, to grow up all over again, trapped in a world where their parents were their children and their children strangers.